Good morning. It's March 6th. It's Friday here. So, what just happened was we had the jobs news that came out right here. And initially, they brought it all the way up here. And then they just brought it right back here. And we'll see what they do. So, let's dive into that a little bit more. So, we'll go back here a bit. You can see our key turn level up here, and then our other key turn level right here. So they came up to this prediction point below the key turn. Key turn was it. They could have really used either one of these on either side here, but they used this one. 97.25. Key turn was at 99.25. Brought it down, used the next one. Pretty nice sell off there. Looked like there were some buyers coming in right here, but I'm not watching that right now, so we'll have to get to that. And I was signed out of my account this morning, so I actually missed the news. I couldn't trade that. So, okay. Let's just walk through here a bit. And we'll start at just kind of where they came up here. We're going to say that's used. That's used, that's used, that's used. Didn't really come high enough back up here. And so they would likely, and then we have this one price from yesterday that never got filled, which would have been ideal while we were all the way up there. So this is something I'm going to mark as not used right here because they didn't come back up to it. Not used, not used, used right there. I'm going to go with this one would be used, but not this one. There's our key turn. That's used. This is not used. That is not. This is used. This is not used. And then that's. This one right here is used, and this one right here is not used. And then not used right here. And then that's used, that's used. This one is not used, did not come back here. And then this one is not used either. I know what they, see what they did here, how they came down and then they came back up to it. Ideally, this is going to be an opposite colored candle. I guess we're on the 10-minute, so if we looked over here at a 5-minute chart, what happened? Yeah, it still looks the same. It just didn't come back there. So this is, it's something to watch for, okay? So we're going to have to pay attention to that if they go back up there. And then here's this is not used. This is used. And then we'll get into that scenario a little bit. I know this really pulls it down here, and kind of the point is for you not to see what's happening with the price action and all of that. The point is you want to see what have they used. We need to load more days on here. Whoop. So see if that changes our key turn price. Okay, might need to reload. Let's rerun the Ninja script. Okay, so it didn't change there. So we still have our key turn price right here. So, all right. Down below us here, we have, look at that. See how that was not used? So they came down to here and used these, but they hadn't used that one. So that one made sense as a target to come down to. They'd used that. They had not used that one. So they came down, they broke below here. Pretty good bet they were going to come lower, since we wouldn't expect them to use that one again. So they bounced up a bit, came lower down to that one. Now I would say both of these are used down here. This one, not so much. And then this is a little tricky. I would say these are used. I know it didn't use them to the tick, but right here, it does look like it was used. And then I would say the same thing over here, that's used. And then this would be something to look for if they come down here. That's definitely used. We got to go further back and, oh, yeah, so we're not going to see that. That's the low. So this is the swing low. And then if they come lower, we got these two prices down here. But if they take that out, this is highly unlikely that these are going to be enough. So, but that's what we have right here for prediction points for now. And so if they take this out, I would imagine we would at least see these. And then that would be a good area to look for next. That's an old one price that was never filled at 27.5650. So that'd be a good area to be looking for, targeting down there. We'll see if that all happens. I actually don't even know what the jobs news was yet, so I don't know if we had good news or bad news or whatever. That's how much I care about news. So, okay, so let's look right here at the action of, this is a pretty, if you're looking at the candles and reading price action, that's pretty bullish right here. A lot of buying. They snatched it up off the KP right there, within a tick or so. And then initially a really good reaction and on the news, and then pulled back here, pulled back a little bit, but nothing damaging, and now they're pushing higher. So if what's happening right here, if they break right here, we should at least see back up to here, at least, if they break right here. Because they came up and tested this already. So there's a scenario where they come up and they test this like within a tick or to the tick. But, you know, that's possible. And then they go lower. So you got to watch for that. This is all if they take this out right here, of course. And then the other scenario is if they come up above here and we go by and we go through this, it would really need to be, we're going to test this to the tick or within 1 or 2 ticks, or otherwise this was already the test, which is likely anyway. You just want to be aware of the other scenario, which is they retest it to the tick and go lower. If they continue pushing at least here, and then we've got a bit of room. This isn't my favorite one. I would rather they bring it back up into here. I don't like the action over here before, but doesn't mean they wouldn't hit it again right here. So got to watch if we get up to that one, and then we got these are open. So these are really kind of all one at a time because they've not been used. Now, if it's ripping, you don't want to be trying to get short there if it's really moving up. But just kind of depends on how the market is reacting. This is one price back all the way here at 29.87. So it doesn't mean it's going to come up there and fill it. It just means that 76% of the time it fills on day one. It's 197 times out of 259. So, okay, so there you have today. I'll see you in the live trade signals.